Oh, yeah. I've seen little blue,
oh, there was a blue egg out on our driveway.
Oh, really?
Well, I thought they could be just a shell.
It's a broken shell, but on our driveway.
no tree.
No tree there.
Bird must have swiped it.
Maybe that could be
Blackbirds,
too.
possibly?
Oh, yeah.
And the sparrows were twittering when I was working today.
Yeah,
They
she
just
worked
sing,
out all
but they
that
were
for
just
you.
Well, birds come and take the best bags in our bird bag.
Yeah, ours
We
do
gotta
too.
fill ours up
Yeah.
about 2 or 3 times a day.
I like to see them.
Yeah.
Why the way they shake their feathers.
Yeah.
They'll go off.
Some days they'll get in, then they'll get out, and they'll get back in and take another one.
Yeah.
That's
It's fun
fun.
to watch them. They'll
Yeah.
come in.
Put their foot in like a person does tests in the water.
Yeah. No, I'm surprised.
No, are you alone all weekend? Well,
Yeah, you better.
I mean, I don't mean to say
No, I know, but I
but
mean,
it's
you
Jim's gonna
hard.
come
Yeah.
and help with the
No,
windows,
that
but,
Jim stopped in about
yeah, he's in for a
about
few
5 minutes.
but he just
How's the
come
White
back
House
from
keeping?
Plato.
What they
How's
call
the
it?
White House
Oh,
keeping?
it's pretty good, I
Did
guess.
they take the Volkswagen?
No, he left it here. He said, you're gonna be home, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Who's Jeep?
Isn't that fine? That's fine.
Mine's Jeep.
They must have the Volkswagen.
I think they went under Schaefer.
There's
Oh,
nothing,
maybe
there's
that's
nothing
it.
there. There wasn't any car out there, was
The
there?
Volkswagen's in the drive.
Oh,
That's
your car's in the drive.
The Volkswagen.
The car, no, they're gonna get shot.
I'm afraid of that.
Yes, sir.
Well, that Jeep belongs to a Vine kid. You remember old
Yeah.
Earl Vine? Well, this is
Two, three
his grandson,
generations.
his grandson or great-grandson. I don't know which.
Now, there was a Dick Vine, and wasn't there?
It was
Yeah,
Deb.
there's a bunch of those vines.
He didn't smile.
So there's a bunch of vines. Yeah, we stopped over to Francis's, but of course he wasn't home.
We stopped. We were at the cemetery.
Oh, were
Then
they?
we went over Virginia's from it, and we stopped to see Dorothy.
Right, we should call her up sometime.
Well, sometime we will. Now we're getting caught up on all our work.
Well, yeah, I suppose she's probably.
Well, she's probably getting caught up, getting settled again, too.
Well, they just have to win the car now, but if she wants the car, she can, all she has to do is take Francis out.
Well, I suppose.
And she can probably take the bus, too, I suppose.
Well, yeah, she does, but she does take the bus like that.
And Kirsten walks downtown with her.
It's good exercise, I know.
People walk for exercise.
Right.
Yeah, I used
People
to
do.
walk. I sure don't anymore.
Oh,
I think she'd like to walk down there on pretty she has to.
If you, one way isn't bad, but two ways is tough.
Well, they go down.
well, yeah, I had some of them are not very good, and I'm hoping that some of them will start.
Senior citizens, and they have a
Yeah,
sewing class or something.
well, I planted them
Crocheting, I
seeds
think.
2 years
So they're
ago.
down.
And then last year, I had
They
some
stop
of
here.
them
The rest for a while, and then
like this. Well, then they spread.
We can have another one sometime when it's wet.
Quite a while past that.
Are those some pictures?
I don't know, Christine.
Are they pudgy little things?
Yeah.
They're 6 months older, so.
Well, they look bigger.
No, I mean, they're
oh,
They're
since
about
you
6
had,
months ago.
yeah,
we've got the,
Oh, yeah, and cute.
they're older than that
Darling,
now.
He's cute. Now, which one is this?
that's Aaron.
Aaron.
He was 2. Shauna, isn't
Here's
it,
a little
darling?
picture, Shauna.
That's
Why don't you
nice.
turn this light on over there so you can see?
There's one of the.
Lovely frame.
Well, here's a picture of Shauna at Christmas
Two
time over
grandchildren.
in Boulders. She's sitting on the step.
Oh, and that's
She
cute.
is so cute.
Yeah, she looks like a little girl there.
Well, those look like our frames.
She's a little fatty.
Well, ours not quite, I don't think ours, that one with the mirror is quite, she got curly hair too?
Yeah, she does. Her eyes are brown now. They were blue. I took them to John's.
That's Christmas time.
And then she has dark brown hair, curly.
Oh, cute. Boy, these are beautiful frames.
Aren't they nice?
Who has you?
Yeah, we've had them, and I've just never put them up, so.
Yeah, these are something like ours.
Another one with the mirror in it.
The frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a mirror in ours.
I have to get a new mirror in it.
Was it some of your family pictures?
The frame?
The frames?
No, I don't know.
No.
What was originally in them, but we've had them as long as I can remember.
Oh, sure nice. Beautiful frames. Show it up. This one's a little bit larger than this. Yeah, but they're all...
Boy, we have a camera buff. Sure, I couldn't get you something?
No, thank you.
Frames, really. These are old frames.
They had them, they had them renewed, renovated. Aren't they beautiful?
frames.
Yeah, they are.
Beautiful sheets.
I wonder who made them.
Yeah, Robert said they've had them, or Francis said they've had them as long as he can remember about.
Well, that's the way that one of ours, it belonged to Grandma,
Yeah.
Grandma gets one. Ours aren't quite as large as
We've
that.
got 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, we
You
have
got
two.
any more upstairs?
I don't think so.
No.
We have one with the
This
mirror
girl
and one
had
with,
quite a few pretty, you know, nice ones.
and one with that other one, the gold on that order.
I'm anxious to give them up, but you know I hate to put in.
Yeah, you have to know just where you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best
So I'm
part.
sort of waiting to see. Patsy said she'd try to get me. She has to go to Washington D.C. In fact, I think she's coming home now on business, and she said she'd try to find me one of those long, narrow pictures.
Or where are you gonna put that?
Over there, I want to put the big picture and 2 small ones. I don't think I'll use these. I'll use my two other ones and then the long one. I think I'll put these, one here and one over there. I think they'll look better.
Yeah.
Because the frames are too pretty to put them all together, you know.
Oh, they stand out. You
Yeah.
just need one
Yeah.
single.
But this, I have to take, I want to bring it down anyway, because I have to take it down and get a
Oh, yeah.
new mirror.
Yeah, it's about like ours.
Yeah, that's
Ours
sort of
fell
like
down
ours.
one time.
But,
You know,
That's
yeah,
lovely.
that's an old frame, but
Let's see it a little closer now.
but it's not quite as fancy as.
well, no, it doesn't
That's
have
pretty.
those.
Is that like ours?
Very nice. Similar, very
Yeah,
similar to that one that we
I don't
have.
think, I think ours
Ours isn't quite as
that
large.
big.
Not quite this deep.
Not quite that
That's
big.
a lovely
You
thing.
see the mirrors shot.
Yeah,
Say, why don't you
Very
take
nice.
it this week?
That's why I brought it down.
Downstairs.
Very nice. Right, now where are you gonna put that?
Well, we used
I
to
think
have
we'll
it
put it behind the door
in the
again.
hall.
Well, don't put it
That's
by
a shame.
the wall door can bump it though.
No.
But it's never been bumped.
No,
Uh-uh.
that's
But,
lovely.
see, we didn't put any pictures back.
Yeah,
what?
well, that's all right.
You don't miss them, it looks
You
so
wanna be
nice.
sure.
Where you want them.
I'm gonna have some coffee. Sure you wouldn't have something to drink?
Maybe Audie would, I bet.
Audie, would
Audie,
you,
how about you?
would you like
Guys,
or bourbon and or 7-Up or something? Beer? We got beer even, I
Yeah,
think.
now you got it. You hit it right.
Yeah, we couldn't give him anything.
Talk me into it.
Well, he just had dinner.
Pulled it in and brought it in.
What time did you come in?
I got in about,
About
8 o'clock, wasn't
He
it?
had dinner at
He
Winona.
stopped in Winona to eat
Oh,
something.
Came from Milwaukee.
Glass?
Modest can be,
Can.
yeah.
He saw Paul and, you remember Paul and Doris?
yeah.
He saw them and,
Yeah, I stopped in
Park Ridge.
Park Ridge.
Oh,
Saw
their
Schmelzers
kids
there.
are they all home yet?
Well, there's 3 at home.
One is married and the other one, I don't know where the other must teach someplace, I suppose.
I think so, yeah.
Did you see that one that was over in Europe?
Yeah,
On the
Peter.
can?
I saw all these pictures too. He had
Oh,
he had quite a collection of pictures.
Or
Thank you.
that one that was over in Europe for several months? Remember which one it was, I think.
that was
Peter.
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 It was quite an experience.
How come you always sit on that thing? You don't have any
I don't know.
backrest or anything? I'll get you a
Nice and
nice
hard.
sturdy chair.
There's a wooden chair right on the
Yeah.
corner.
Would you like to
This
sit
is
in
fine.
that?
I'd rather have a hard seat
Okay,
than a soft one.
okay.
Fussy.
I mean, you could have one of these too, but,
Yeah,
all
well, I can do that.
right. Okay, don't say I didn't offer.
Oh, you have
So you're gonna
a
have
choice.
have an easy weekend, huh?
Yeah,
What to do, you won't know what to do, huh?
well, I was kind of restless. I don't know how to relax, I guess.
Well, no, because you've had it every weekend.
Yeah, and I just
Coming or
didn't know
going.
what to do.
Too many birthdays and too many celebrations.
Yeah. Well, we
Okay.
went and Bob did a nice job fixing the, what do you call that round thing? The urn or whatever it is.
Oh,
for, the
At the
cemetery.
cemetery, huh?
Oh, the
Do
cemetery.
you take turns fixing that?
No, Bob usually
Does
plants
he
it.
usually do it?
Yeah,
Oh, I bet he
We
fixes it nice.
just got a couple of plants, and we're gonna
Yeah.
bring them back and plant them.
yeah,
We got some of that impatience.
yeah.
You know, we
Well, I
tried that
found,
this year. They don't
plant's
swipe them,
great.
they swipe things right in the lip. You can't
Sure
use it.
do.
I went down there and looked
Oh, yeah,
and
that's on the other
couldn't
side.
find it. Then, because I know about where it is, but with, they changed the
Did she put a
plantings
plant
of the
on there?
trees.
Those got the
And
first
they,
thing.
huh?
Yeah, she put a plant on there?
No, no. She didn't this year. I thought, when we go out, I'll see if we have anything I could put
I
on
thought
there.
maybe she was going to. She didn't say anything.
No.
Who?
I was
Linda,
wondering if Linda put anything on his grave
Oh,
before she left.
did she do anything?
Boy, what a shock she got.
We didn't say anything. I mean, I kind of forgot about it.
yeah.
Me too. Well,
Well,
she
Virgil
had,
could
she had
take care
other
of it.
troubles. She forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she
Yeah.
got,
But boy, she came out and she had a grin on her face when she left
Oh,
the doctor.
boy.
You
But
know.
they scare us over.
Well,
That's
they
all right.
thought it was.
In her history line.
well, they just wanted to check it.
Yeah.
Better watch. Oh,
Yeah.
well, leg shows. He said.
Huh?
Yeah, leg shows.
Yeah. You got nice looking legs.
Yeah, oh, where were we today? We went over to the ranch, Mark. Can you see what these
Great, I have a
What
shave
did they, how
Saturday, I
much
try
did
not
they
to
charge
shave.
for
Oh,
the
You have the whole day
That's
out?
my day off.
plants? Were they 99 cents?
I don't know, we just got strawberries. We didn't get any.
Oh, you know, those little 6-packs or whatever it is that they have.
Of what? Plants.
Any little plants
Oh, there's
they have.
different
Are they still
prices.
99 cents?
Different. Now,
Oh.
hi, honey bun.
Well, hey, Jane.
I haven't seen you. Let's
Hi,
see
here's
you.
what I get shot.
Huh?
No, please.
Shot.
There's
I
our
was just gonna
camp.
say, are you gonna be going anywhere? I'm gonna
No.
go with Randy and Tom, we're gonna go in his, I was wondering if I could leave the Volkswagen behind your car. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
walk
we're
it
not
back.
going anyplace.
I got you.
But just don't leave it there because we want to go to church.
No, I'll be back in an hour or
Yeah,
so.
okay.
That's for
Wow,
money.
how do you, I said to your mother, how do you
You
like
remember
that?
him, don't you? You met him before, didn't you, Audie?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Schmelzers? This is my youngest son. Our youngest son.
That's your auntie's cousin.
Too bad, I'm teething. We have enough of them, eh?
Huh? Only third, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Third cousin was
You
removed.
gonna
They
come
all
up this summer?
Just now.
Just got here.
No, I was,
He's been on vacation. He's on his way home.
No, no.
You gonna have a vacation this year?
hope so. I
You went to last winter, didn't you, in Wyoming, didn't you?
Yeah, and I'd like to go back there in the summer too,
Would
but
you? Oh, what do you do in the summer, fish? What do you do in the
Back
summer?
You mean at Jackson Hole?
What do you do there?
hike.
I was surprised you were out there. We're just at the end of the season.
Like,
But
well,
it's a summer
anything
resort.
can happen in Jackson.
That's kind of nice when they use it
They
for
should
this
do
spot.
that. Usually does,
Like,
she
like
said.
going up
That's
the
nice.
Ah, well, that's what they
Snake
should
River's
do.
there, and people, all the people around there go there for
Sure.
summer.
That's what they should do.
I wish everybody was going over and we stayed.
Well, we didn't know either.
No, we just, he said he was coming for
Oh, yeah.
Memorial Day, but he
Yeah,
said,
well,
did
that
I tell
makes
you
a
what day? And we said, no, we didn't know what day it was going to be, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Oh, we knew
He
it was
didn't know for himself.
on his way home, so we assumed it would be about now.
On vacation, you never know which day it's going to be
Yeah,
about.
that's for sure.
He was on his way home, so he
Well,
knows.
I'm ready to go anytime. I
Yeah,
really
I-
am.
Bob, get the car
got itchy
ready.
feet.
Yeah.
She's got itchy feet, let's see, that's what
Yeah.
people.
Everybody says go to Canada.
Yeah.
They push
Yeah.
Canada.
Have a good time.
Well, gas is a
Behave.
little cheaper up there.
Yeah.
Sure, he always does.
You're talking
Finishing our book.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Be good like your mama says.
I will.
When you're asleep. That's what we used to tell little Pat Doyle.
Yeah.
Good boy, when he's asleep.
Well, you could go up north someplace.
Now, which one of those resorts we went through when we went to,
Vail.
was it Vail? Or to those condominiums,
Vail,
one right after the
Yeah,
other?
that was really
I don't know how
something.
you find your way home in that place.
That Vail.
Bob and some fellows have a condominium at Breckenridge.
Was that-
Yeah, before you forget where they came from.
In Wyoming?
Yeah, no, in Colorado.
Oh,
It's
Isn't Vail
safer
in
there.
Colorado?
yeah.
I like her.
You know, ask
Linda and I had an argument. She wanted
Well,
me
this
to
is
get
just
the
across
kind of pictures, and I said,
the hill from there, maybe
you get the
half
kind
an
of
hour
picture
drive
you
or
want in
something.
your house, I'll get the kind of picture I want.
What did she want?
Flowers?
Yeah, well, she wanted one kind and I wanted another, but I knew I had flowers and 2 pictures. I didn't want any more flowers.
The,
Hard to decide anyhow. Like you know
Ed
what
sure.
you could go out there now. You people could go out to, or are they rented?
Sure, we could go.
We could go.
Oh, they rent them, but
We rent them all day.
if we let the kids know in time, why, we could go out.
Do they keep
How
pretty
many
well?
other fellows own that now?
That's the way they help
Rick's,
pay for
Oh,
it.
sure.
3.
That's enough, too many
Yeah.
children.
Their son
And then
Richard has a condominium with 2 other fellows out in Jackson Hole
Oh,
country.
I see.
So they have been out there.
And Bob
Oh,
has
it's
this
so
one
nice.
in Breckenridge.
And is that in Colorado, you said?
Yeah.
That's about 50 miles from
We were supposed to go there in July, and we didn't let them know
Vail.
in time. So now I don't know
Where
if
did
we
Betsy
got
go
it.
skiing a year or 2 ago?
Vale.
Vail, yeah.
Vail?
50 miles from
Gerald
Vail.
Ford.
Do they have theirs alone?
No, there's in a big group.
Only 3 others, 4 of them.
4? Well, yeah, the 5th one sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 4th and the 5th one.
It's kind of a good idea. I mean, then you don't have to.
Well, it's a tax break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Dorothy,
And when they
Deacock-
rent it, they pay for the place.
I just told Bob,
wasn't she lucky? I said someone prayed hard for you. Only about 2-3 weeks
Did
from
she sell it
market.
herself or?
Yeah, well, no, she had an agent, Oliphant. was,
Jan Oliphant.
I don't know. Or, but
Some
Who is
doctor,
this?
Well, she
Dorothy Deacock sold her property.
did Mary,
Kidding.
Yeah,
did Mary
you
call
know.
you anything to do with it?
And on the market only
is that
2-3
what she
weeks.
works for?
I think she
They bought the
Oh,
whole,
I don't think so.
see, her duplex and the bungalow, she was hoping she could set it all in one
She
piece
used to
each
be with,
day. And I said, did you get
But
what you
I
wanted?
believe it, I just signed the contract at least the day I talked to her the day before.
and it went through and everything?
Yeah, I guess so.
Who bought it?
Got some doctor at the clinic for investment.
Oh, for Pete's
See,
sake.
that's income.
Income property.
Sure, what is it? 2?
Three, well, two apartments and then
And
then
the
that little
bungalow.
cottage, you know.
Well, they did have an apartment in the basement too,
Keep that up.
but she didn't keep that up anymore. She didn't rent that out for quite a few years.
But this fellow could fix that up again.
Well, sure, you could have an apartment down there.
I don't know, it seemed to me the neighbors objected to that when they had 3 apartments, I don't know.
Well, if they just got one person in there or something like that. it would be-
Well, anyhow, it was
It
too
would
large.
depend on the zoning.
She could
Well,
go,
apparently she did at one
Well,
time.
did she get a place at
I don't know.
Madonna Towers
She
yet?
acquired.
She went out there, but the supervisor or whoever it was wasn't there when she went out.
She's
So now what is she gonna do
She
while
got-
she's waiting?
Well, she can stay there until the 1st of August,
Oh.
and maybe longer.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, of course, she is scouting around.
She's
Go back up and farm.
Why would she go to the
Well,
farm?
she wants to have someplace where she'd be taken care of.
She's thinking of Madonna Towers, but I don't know whether that's gonna go through or not. See, she has nobody.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that.
Don't hurt her.
He's a camera, but he
Oh,
just
I
like
never.
the
Next
kids.
time we're gonna put
Ricky,
that camera in the trunk of his car.
yeah, Ricky's always doing that
Is he?
too.
Does he do?
Good ones, too.
I took one when we had some company over there and the darn old flash didn't go off. So now we didn't in the pictures.
And we were going to show him that one camera. We have a
where's my
camera
purse?
that we want to.
I want to show Bob those
Oh, you
little
know,
cards.
I had
Oh, do you have yours? Huh?
a cup of coffee. Mind if I drink it?
Oh,
Oh,
heavens.
heavens,
Why don't you
no.
add to it? It'll probably be,
Yeah, she likes to put some hot in there.
oh boy. Some people like it.
I
I like
had coffee for
I like
supper
iced
tonight.
coffee.
I had some syrup.
I like iced coffee. How can you drink it that way? Throw it out.
It's
Put
not
some ice
bad.
cube in it, then I can drink it.
Oh,
No, it's warm.
those are old,
Oh,
as you
boy, I'll
can
say
see.
they are.
Alice Roth Clark said her mother saved a lot of those. And
I
so
never
she
knew there
gave
was
us
such thing, did you?
Like cards like this?
Well, coloring cards, I know, yes, but not like that.
plain ones, what we used to
Yeah,
have.
plain ones, but I never saw
Mary
fancy ones.
Schmelzer.
Yeah, that's probably,
Aunt Mary.
that's our grandfather's sister, Mary.
But you know, they haven't got the R at the end.
I think that goes in with
I didn't notice
fancy
that.
work.
Oh.
And she married an ink, that Mary Schmelzer.
Yeah, it's in there.
And Julie married
I
an
never knew there were
ochre.
fancy ones like that.
Yeah, they
With those
usually-
coloring on them, it's just perfect yet.
Isn't that nice?
Look, it's just even the coloring.
I wish she had the dates on them.
Yeah, I wish there was a year on them. The year.
Yeah, well, this has R on it.
Well, it says too.
Where?
Well, if you look close, it says.
Must be about 18 something. 1900? No, it wouldn't be. It'd be
18.
Just like.
It'd be 1800.
80 years old, I bet,
Looks like
today.
that was part of the design and
Oh,
this
it's
is part of the
recent.
design and that's part of the
Oh,
design.
oh.
Or at least that.
So you wouldn't think people like that that lived out in the sticks would have trolley cars like that.
See, Ross
You
lived
read
right
about
out in
it
the
in
country near
town.
the Schmelzers, and they were neighbors. And
They
then
even have
Jacob,
it in the country.
that must have
Isn't
been,
that something?
you know, what we used to call Uncle Jake. That must have been his father.
I would imagine.
Well, people, you read stories where people go calling.
Yeah,
I didn't know
oh,
they had
sure, and
that-
they'd
that
leave
was
that.
Out in the country like that.
You'd have to go call.
Some of those
It's
southern
kind of ritual.
stories.
Yeah, and you wouldn't call on anybody unless you had a cart.
A car.
And if they
Well,
wanted to
yeah,
open the door and
In the
see
old
your
days, they
home.
didn't have telephones, maybe, and they didn't have,
Yeah,
so anyway.
and if they decided they didn't want to see you, if they had a maid or something, they
You
could
your
say
card.
they were indisposed.
Yeah, and they just give you a card.
Mhm.
There were many stories like that.
Yeah.
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 it's,
So he worked
You
at
know what
home.
we
and-
had for supper? And we went to McDonald's and had a hamburger.
Oh.
We asked him when he went to the fish house. He says he went to, what is
Burger
it?
King.
Burger King.
Burger King.
Winona.
Bob had a fish,
Fish, which?
what do they
We went to
call
those
it?
places, we
Fish
were
or
allowed
whatever
to
it
eat
is,
fish
and I had a
for a
hamburger.
while.
I just didn't feel like
Didn't
eating.
feel like eating, I didn't feel like cooking.
Oh, that's all right.
Well,
You
last
working
night we
outside,
had some
or-
friends
Yeah,
over
did I
and
go to
and
Nick's
I
across from us?
and it was so hot and I cooked.
That Nick
And then we
across
played
from us?
cards and I.
Oh, yeah, sure, we go
Got
there.
cut up.
We
I was
can-
over at the Trawers.
We can one, 2 or 3 times a month.
While before supper last night. Mary said she was feeding Ed. He was hungry, and I think it was about 4:30.
Gertrude likes
Anyhow, they
it.
had smelts.
I don't like.
I forgot to
You
look
know,
for them in
their
the
son
market. I like
David went up
Like
smelling.
Well, I had
They
ribs
were,
on there.
You know,
they had them
But
a couple
they
weeks
sure
ago
get
at
the crowd.
They're good.
I forgot to look
Sits
for
and
them.
we're eating our dinner or
Oh,
something.
I'm glad I forgot because I
You
like
look right over there. Boy, the cars are just.
Are they like
I
sardines?
can see your house.
Well, they're about that
Yeah, oh, I
size.
know.
Yeah, I know, but do they taste like sardines?
They're good, they're
No,
better.
they're good fish.
They're better than sardines.
Ugh,
Gertrude, what do you order when you go to Nick's? I can't remember.
Mix.
Ribs?
No, not ribs.
No, I ordered that little steak.
Oh, steak.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Yeah, well, that's what about my
Is it a
size.
steak sandwich?
Steak sandwich?
No,
Teeth steak?
I don't know what they
It's
call
only
it,
like
but
3
anyway, it's in the
1/4 or
luncheon
something.
part.
Oh, in the luncheon
And it's
part.
it's a small steak.
Well, that's what I like to order when I'm out. I just shake
It's
steak
very
sandwich or
good.
something.
It really is, it's very good, and usually the meat is an
Tender.
adequate
Last
piece
Sunday
and
we went
it's
down by the
tender
river
and
with
nice.
that Pioneer, and boy, did it rain down there.
It poured on
Pioneer
the
camp down by
Jim,
Kellogg.
Jim was down there too, and he
Was
said
it?
it's really
And
good.
it rained, did it rain?
They poured all
We came
over.
home, we had sprinkles.
Last Sunday?
Yeah.
Last Sunday.
Poured most of the way home.
But
We
we
got
wanted
out
to go
to
down
Harwood
there.
You
Corners.
know what, you've been driving home in the rain an awful lot. When
Yeah.
you were down south, you drove
But we
home.
didn't bring any home.
We just had rain one day when we
We're
were
real
down
generous,
there.
we're real stingy, we don't
Just
bring
that
any
one
home.
day.
No, but I mean, you drove home in the rain,
Yeah.
or at least part of the time.
Leona Peterson had a letter from her daughter Sharon in Mobile, Alabama, and I guess they've had so much rain.
Oh, they've
I guess
had-
sometimes they even have to move their cars because the water must come up so high in their parking lot.
Oh.
But I guess,
I saw her at the grocery store yesterday.
Redal,
I wouldn't know her anymore.
really?
Oh, yes,
She
you
hasn't
would, Bob.
changed.
She hasn't
Probably
changed.
don't see her that often.
She likes to come down to your country market here.
Does she?
Of course, she doesn't have a car, but
If she
anybody will
can
take
get
her.
anybody to bring her down here,
She thinks it's
Oh,
so.
I think that's a crap.
I don't like it either.
Well,
You know, the reason why I don't like it really is they go in and everything looks so messy.
they're
Especially
vegetables.
in their vegetable section. And the vegetables, you know they'll look beautiful after you peel out the outside covers. Because
One of those
they,
country
you know,
stores
they
where
just
they,
don't take off any of the
Outside.
outside
Yeah.
anything, and it looks
We're
terrible.
spoiled, aren't we?
And then
you have to do your own packaging. You have
fruits
to
are
bring
just
your own
thrown together.
cartons for the
And I
eggs, and you have to
don't.
bring your own eggs.
Yeah.
And then I
And you
can't
have to
find
carry your
anything.
groceries
They
out.
are, you can get
Yeah.
by them, but I mean.
And I
Like
can't
going-
find anything
And if
so
you get
big.
like
eggs,
going
you have to
into
take a
a warehouse.
carton, and
Yeah,
put the
it
eggs
sure
in,
is.
pick them out
That's
of a
what it is.
basket.
Mhm.
I wonder if
And you know something, it's not any cheaper
I don't
than
know,
Red
it's
Olive
very much
at
They
Miracle Mile.
say if you buy quantities, it is, but we don't have to buy that.
No,
I
we
don't
weren't
think, I think Barlow's and those places are getting their customers back.
Are they now?
By
Yeah.
the loads that you
yeah.
see
Yeah.
in those places.
For a while there, they
Yeah, for
were
a while,
really
they really
hurting.
felt
Yeah,
it
I
in the
think
other
so,
stores.
But
they're getting
now
it
they're,
At
because
last.
people are getting tired of
But we're not chasing
the
way
country
down
store.
there.
Of course, it isn't
It's
handy
right,
for
it's way
us.
down
Yeah.
by the bridge.
I
Anyhow,
think people with
Well.
big families,
Yeah, they do.
in quantities.
it might be all right.
To go
If you
to
want to
that,
wait on yourself.
Yeah.
not that I
We're
can
spoiled.
anyway, but to save $1 or something, it just isn't worth it.
No.
No.
They claim you can save a lot of money, but I,
Well, they say you can, that's all I
Oh,
know.
you want to see the new dishes I got for Mother's Day?
What kind did you get?
Bob and Patsy gave them to me.
My
Huh?
word.
They love dishes and things, don't they?
You have your
Did you ever
nice
get
dishes.
that, any more of that set of that
Blue?
yeah,
Yeah.
blue,
I think so.
it did.
what do
Get
you
some
call
peas
that?
once in a while.
Steel, not steel blue.
No. Well, I've got some
Cobalt.
I've got,
Isn't that cute?
Yeah,
It's
nice.
a little coffee or teapot, and then it's got its own little heater
Oh,
here.
the
with
burner.
that-
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Isn't it cute?
And very pretty, very sweet design.
Oh, pretty.
Very pretty. Well, then how many
It's a lotus.
pieces did you get to go with it?
Well, then I got 4 plates,
That's just nice.
4 cups.
and it's for breakfast.
Uh-huh.
I always said I wanted a bright, cheerful set. I said, gee, it'd be nice, but I said, I can't go out and buy any of that. I have too many dishes, you know. So then she comes with this.
Oh, very nice.
She's got her ears open all the time, huh?
Well, those are different.
But aren't they cute? Oh, and they're pretty.
Yeah.
And the dishes.
Regular mug.
That's a
That's a
good
good
size cup.
Looks more sort of a mug.
She knows I like coffee.
And then is that the saucer?
No, this is a plate.
Well, I was
For
wondering, does it
toasting
have
stuff.
saucers?
No,
They don't
Oh, I
have
see.
sauce.
Saucers for those kind of
It's
mugs.
a real sweet
Not for mine.
Aren't they
design.
lovely?
Very nice.
yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
kind of
that's
cute.
pretty. Oh, that's a nice present.
Yeah, I thought.
Well, it's nice that she knows what you want.
You got room for it in your cupboard now.
Well, you know, if I were buying it though,
You don't.
I would buy the cup and saucer.
Oh,
Oh,
I would. I
Instead of the mug.
instead of the mug. But I'm very delighted because we've never had it.
Yeah,
like
they,
that.
well,
It's
you've
nice.
got cups and saucers, but
Yeah.
the pretty things
so
like
you
that.
mug's an awful lot.
lovely.
Yeah, I know it.
Very nice.
And that's one less thing
We
to
don't have any
wash.
mugs.
Yes.
Yeah, look at these are Red All Special. When the kids drink hot chocolate for breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
Well, do they think they really keep it warmer?
No, but they were big enough so that
Well,
they
They make a big cup.
Make your cup.
Got a big cup full.
Did they have to take some of their cups on? Did Jim have to take his? I think he's getting taller, do I just imagine?
He is.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Boy, it's something wonderful. Robert, you
What
must
does he
come to
take
his
after?
shoulders.
Well, your oldest son, Robert, is tall,
Not that
Not
tall.
as tall as he is.
isn't he?
He's tall, but
Nobody.
Richard and John are
John are
tall.
short.
Yeah, your brother is quite,
Is Richard tall?
Dick's tall. He's
I haven't
almost as
seen
tall
him for
as.
so long.
your brother is quite tall.
Yeah.
How is he doing this summer?
Good.
Yeah, but he isn't tall like Jim.
Well, no, but he was taller. He's not as tall as.
When you
Ernest.
grow older, you get
You don't,
shorter.
you don't stand straight.
Yeah. So,
Of course, we have big people in our family.
yeah. Look at the mishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of your.
Your father wasn't tall.
Well, Francis isn't short.
Your dad.
No,
Our dad, but your
Take
father
after
wasn't
them.
tall.
no, the Frank
Our
is
dad
short.
is one of the taller ones.
Dorothy says she's letting out his waistbands for Francis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny
Yeah,
to
he is, he puts some weight on during the winter.
Oh, for goodness sake.
she said.
I'm surprised that he does play golf, but maybe not enough.
He plays once a week.
Once, oh, I suppose.
Once or twice, plays with that water stick.
After that, she says he has a day off and then he plays golf.
Yeah. I told you this Tuesday afternoon date, huh?
Yeah.
Some of the different ones that meet people out there.
I think he has more time than that off. He was up, they were off Friday, he was off Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, he has Friday off too.
Friday?
Official day off anyhow.
Mhm.
Maybe when he works
So,
overtime, he has another half a day
he
off.
works the weekend like that.
Yeah, she said he had to work the whole weekend.
I think he plays golf occasionally. You know,
I suppose
while
that's
he's
the
working, I
activity.
suppose, if it's not too busy.
Mhm.
So,
You don't play at all, do you? Do you play? You do handiwork.
I never did play golf.
I used to caddy.
You work in the garden and and you work, do other kind of work.
Well, I think we better carry home.
Well, I'm very sorry you wouldn't have any coffee or refreshments
No,
of any
we
sort.
just,
We had supper.
we had supper
I went
kind of
to
late.
How long are you staying, honey?
Till Memorial Day.
Oh, nice.
You have to go back work
We used to be
Tuesday.
at work Tuesday.
We should have a picnic or
It's
something.
always work.
Yeah, if we knew us when he was definitely coming, but, well, he'll get around and see most everybody
Yeah, I hope
anyway.
so.
I hope. I tried to get Elizabeth tonight, but she wasn't in.
How's Elizabeth's feeling? How are her legs?
Well,
She didn't say.
The last time we saw her, the 15th, she didn't say anything about her feet.
we don't ask and she doesn't
She
say
didn't
much.
say a word, so apparently.
So I guess
Must be
they're
pretty
all right
well.
again, I guess.
The way she was soaking them, I wonder if she had any feet left. Well, they
Well,
told her to soak them.
The other day we were out working in the yard and this couple came around and I can't think of his name now. You know him anyway. But here, the wife was this Ink gal. He used to live right across the street from
Oh, yeah, Ray Rungy and Elsie.
Oh, Elsie.
Yeah, Elsie Ink.
Oh,
And
They don't live over here. do they?
yeah, they live up 7th and a half.
Oh, they do? I thought they lived way over northeast.
I know his name
This
too,
is
and I can't
northeast.
think of it. But he was
Up 7th and a half.
We saw them down at that retirement party.
in
you know, they
radiology
had-
or something all his life.
In X-ray.
X-ray, yeah.
He,
Can't think of his name.
Ray Rungy.
Ray
Ray
Rungy.
Rungy.
Runny. Yeah,
He's gained some weight. See, he broke his hip, I guess.
yeah.
And I
He's
guess he was
walking around now.
oh, good.
I didn't
Yeah, and they
realize-
wanted, and she said that if Elizabeth ever came, to call her and she'd come down.
They won't have anything to do with that, Madonna
They
Towers.
won't put their nose.
Boy, they think that,
Why?
I don't know. You go out there, she said, he said.
Elizabeth seems to think because it's Catholic, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
Well, I
know.
said, how
but
come
it-
they talk
seems
to
to
us,
think
they
the
were
inks are
Catholics?
that way.
Huh?
But the inks are that way.
How come they talk to us,
I
we're
don't know.
Catholics?
But she wants to see Girlie.
Yeah, well, they used to be
They
real
call
good
up on
friends. They used to, and then, you know, there was a time when you couldn't call Elizabeth very much.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
time, you know.
I think
people
Elsie
kinda-
got tired of calling. I think a lot of her
She was
friends.
nice to Elizabeth, she
used
was
to
sick
be.
once in a while, she took her to her home in Sturtville and had her there for a few days. She was real good to Elizabeth, until she got disgusted and then,
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah, they used to be in, the two couples,
they're,
Leonard and Elizabeth.
But there's a relationship with the Inks.
The
No.
inks, yeah.
No, we just have mutual
Mutual,
relatives.
mutual relatives.
See this, what's her name? Anna
Rob.
Smelzer married.
Married a ink.
No, wait a minute. Our grandfather's sister, Mary, married an Ink. So we had mutual relatives. And then there used to be that Albert Ink from Pocatello, Idaho that used to come.
Yes.
Dad used to like him. He was a first cousin of Dad's. But you see, the Ink relatives are related to him, but we aren't related to.
Well, just like we aren't related to some of the Lawlers, but the
Yeah.
Nortons are, you know, I mean, Bree and them, they're related to all that outfit, the Lawlers, but we aren't.
but we used to call their aunt
Well,
aunt
yes,
too.
yeah, we were kids.
But the way she talked, her grandmother or somebody was a Schmelzer.
Could be.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think
I don't know what her father was.
Elsie's father was Ed.
I know it, but I didn't know that.
Louis.
That Mary Schmelzer was her father's
Well,
mother.
yeah, they got relatives, we
I
got
don't know.
relatives.
We had mutual
Well,
Well,
relatives.
I'll tell you, when I
Tom
first
Reed.
came to Rochester,
What
and
did
when I
you call
first
Reed?
met Bob,
Really?
I went down the street and I smiled at
What did you
everybody
call
and said
Reed?
hello to everybody because, you know, it was smaller,
When we got
and I thought
home.
everybody and their uncle were related.
Yeah.
And I was afraid not to
Oh,
say anything.
I don't know how you ever got that straight.
She
All the
did.
relatives.
Did you ever
I
get it
didn't
straight?
get them straight, but I said hello to everybody.
She smiled at everybody because she thought they all related.
And I thought, boy, if I hit a relative, at least I said hello, you know?
Like people
No,
come up
that's,
to me and know me, and where was it you had someone, you're a Schmelzer? Oh yeah, a Canizo, you remember the
Canizos?
Yeah, sure.
well, you're at,
Over
where
at
was the Barlows?
Barlow's one day, and she was had taken off her coat, so she was by the door, and
She had
I
a
was
white
standing
uniform
there
on.
waiting, and So I helped her put her coat on, and she said, "You're a Schmelzer, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes." And she was Esther Kniesel Kefas.
I wouldn't know her from a hole in the
She only
rock.
weighs 95 pounds.
And she's still working one day a
She
week
works
for
one day a
doctor.
week for some doctor.
Now, we don't change evidently.
Now those, like Elsie and this girl, they were friends of Harold and Elizabeth.
Well, I
never knew
always
them too
knew
well.
Elsie. She doesn't change that much.
But
Must have told us about now, we saw her.
You were talking about Nick's. One day there were about 6 or 8 women sitting at the table at Nick's when we were out there. And 2 of them were looking at me, and they left.
Looking at him.
The last 3, the backs were to me. When they got up, they all spoke to me. I don't know who they were from Adam. And yet, vaguely, they look.
I know
All of them
that,
look vaguely familiar.
now we're starting to ask people.
Naturalize if you don't know who they are.
Yeah,
Well, just like
better
you
to ask.
recognize Leona, you know, sort of.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean,
I'm sure I would.
you know.
Didn't you ask who they are?
Elsie Ing hasn't changed really.
No, but you see, I haven't.
No, you haven't seen her for long.
Seen her.
Well, and I
nice
didn't know they lived up the street.
Well, when their son left town, I think they took over his
I
home.
think he lived way over southeast.
Because they did live out at Sturtville for several years, you know.
Yeah, down the street.
Well, she said they moved here, that's right, after their son left town and they took over his house.
They had a place in Arizona for 7, 8 years.
Yeah, they used to go every year and they used to take their car full of eggs.
Yeah, they used to
somebody
stop at
told me
Mish's and get eggs. And we thought, well, how can they keep eggs that long? They eat all winter.
Arizona?
Particularly Arizona.
I suppose they froze them.
I don't know.
No, you don't freeze it.
I don't know.
Well, okay, what did they do then?
Well,
You
let's
can't
see.
eat eggs all
Probably
winter.
got in the way.
Refrigerator after they got there.
Maybe they
Yeah,
have
but you
to.
still wouldn't last that long.
Well, I don't know why they did it. We could never
I
figure it
don't
out.
know.
Now that you mentioned, I remember that now.
Mother used to take them and put them in that
Salt
Water glass.
water glass. Remember that stuff, that
And
liquid?
we used to use them just for baking, and
Yeah,
that's
and then we
before
would-
we ate them. Ugh.
Yeah, that was
imagine
thick
eating
stuff.
I can remember doing that. Putting in a crock.
Yeah, they
bless you.
can.
You mean, and they were raw eggs? You put
Sure.
them-
Yeah, and they keep
It preserves them, and then when the eggs are cheap, Mother used to do that, put down a lot of these and use them for cooking and baking.
Oh, yeah, well, I can see that,
Uncle George was
because they're
supposed to
doing
eat
that
'em.
now anyway. It's similar to the dried eggs you get to bake with.
Well,
and
no,
stuff.
these are the whole egg.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, that's the same principle.
They'll pull them out,
Yeah.
kind of like soft soap, you know.
Yeah,
But the thing is, we thought that was awful to eat them. We couldn't figure out eating them.
We better make it like Tom.
I don't remember every,
Oh, Marie, oh, that's so Marie's gonna call us.
but I'm sure Mother used them for baking.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we
Used them for something.
Marie, Marie's gonna call us. Poor Leo.
Yeah, yeah,
Gee, well, you really got some equipment there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Regular walking camera shop. That's real nice. Very nice. Well, how's the family at home?
Oh, everybody's just fine.
How's, George?
Oh, he's still teaching school.
Oh, is he?
Uh-huh.
He never comes up this way at all, does he? He hasn't been up here for a long time, has he?
I guess it's 16 years ago.
Was it?
64 the last time he was up.
Geez, we 16 years and 64. Isn't that awful? The old gal. 79. I was 79 in March. 26 in March. As long as I can keep going, I'm not going to keep going. Oh, dear. Well, I think where I am is a good, I'm glad I'm here. It's really, you don't have any worries, really. You just feel, well, if I don't live too long, I'll make it. I said that to Roger once. He said, hush your fuss. In other words, keep your mouth shut, I think. Well, it's really... This is the nicest time of the year.
It certainly is.
Oh, I just love it.
Really nice.
Sure is. As long as it doesn't get up to 99, why, it's fine. That's for sure. That tree,
Coffee.
I think the trees this time of the year are just, oh, just were.
Yeah,
Just
they're really
beautiful.
nice.
Oh, they're very pretty. When are you going back?
I'll be leaving tomorrow.
Are you? No, it stinks, or
Coffee
when
or
do you have
iced
to be
tea?
back at work?
So I have to be back to work Tuesday.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay.
No, coffee or iced tea or both.
I said coffee,
I'm
and he
sorry.
said iced tea.
Iced
Okay.
tea.
Well, you can have both if you wanna.
No,
You know, you change your
just iced
mind.
tea.
We got both. Today.
I'm sure you've got both.
Yeah.
Probably more of them. Maybe you have lemonade in the fridge too.
So how have you been lately?
Oh, I've been one bagel, I've been all right. I think I'm alive.
We're real informal. You have to put your own self.
Oh, there's a few days when I can't get going, and the time is just drags for me. I just can't get. Hurry up. Where do you want me?
Honey, sit over there, let's put the
Please don't worry. That's television.
You want it?
Nothing.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna have a pickle too.
I cooked that and I wondered what on earth was on there. I got it and looked in the box and said, well, right.
Have a pickle? Those are good pickles. I've been reading the Saturday Evening Post. I get it 4 times a year. And I just love that postscript magazine, or the page. We have the best stories in there.
Pass that around, please.
Oh, this?
Like this?
Yeah. How often do you get it? I mean,
It only comes out 4 times a year, and it's so expensive now.
I know it.
But it's a beautiful
Well,
magazine.
what is, even a crossword puzzle book is
Oh,
95 cents.
I know.
And I said, no,
I
I'm
used to
not
get them for
paying that.
75.
25.
Yeah, but I mean, they
What,
have them
Italian?
out at Arlo's at 25, or 75. I haven't bought one lately though. Maybe they've gone up.
Anybody like a slice of bread?
I'll have a piece of dark.
Is it better?
You see, maybe I can have a little soy. Soy sauce?
No.
And then it's around. I thought I needed some. I'll get some butter for you. What's that?
Real fancy.
How about
Red currant jelly, anybody like?
You know, that's one thing I never
Well, you love it.
have is jelly or
We use it on toast mostly.
jam anymore. I don't know.
How can you live without
I love lots of butter. We're gonna look at you.
it? You're supposed to use honey instead of butter.
1 o'clock or?
Is that 1 o'clock?
That clock is.
No, I
checked it today.
I have 10 minutes too with
Do you have
that.
any news on this now?
No, sometimes we never think, well, you think of it, but we never do. We can get 1 o'clock news.
There's such a haze, I was wondering if there's any report from the volcano.
Oh,
Wasn't that terrible? No, wasn't that 10 minutes? I feel like it's somewhere. Did anybody ever know it was a volcano?
I think so.
Did they know it was might be a wreck sometime?
Oh, sure, they've been talking about it for weeks.
Yeah, I know, but over the years, it's never happened before. I'm wondering.
They've been predicting it for weeks. Yeah, but she means that they know it.
I have a little more soy.
You read it, Dorothy? No, I just got some here. That's it for now.
Audie?
Well, all he is to go to see Catherine Dinner this time, but he saw her before.
She's already left, huh?
Where's she going on vacation?
Well, he called and told her,
Where you said at 10 o'clock she'd be there.
oh, he called her this morning, no answer.
No answer.
Well, now he saw her before.
Yeah. Is she on her vacation?
From tournament.
Oh.
Bridge tournament
Oh.
up there. They always have on Memorial Day.
Oh.
Every year.
Mm-hmm.
That night you have something forward to.
Is she still living in her house? I did wonder if she would stay there after that flood. That was just a terrible thing.
It's all cleaned up nice now, we never know as long as she got any furniture. Well, she did that room at a time. She was waiting for that. Remember what it was.
Did you have to lose all her furniture? Was it ruined completely? No. It wasn't.
Not all of it, but now that great function that Mary had was all glass.
Oh.
Of course, that was solid wood. That didn't hurt it. Didn't, I guess the water had come up, you know, like that. But, I think she had a Davenport ordered. Some of that stuff, the odor would be terrible. Like one woman, she told me, this is McGuffin, I don't even know her or not. She was in those back of Piggly Wiggly's.
Oh.
And for the sentimental reason, she wanted to keep this Davenport, a chair or something. It was a fortune, I guess, to get it refixed, but she wanted to keep it, you know. Otherwise, she could have thrown it.
Eleanor Morgan lost that
Yeah.
everything. Just terrible.
In some of those places, like where Louise Moore was, way across the track, you wonder how the water ever got there.
I don't know. Something can be powerful.
That's not true, that.
Oh, Eleanor's on
So far away from the water, you know. How did they ever get there? But, well,
Eleanor was on 4th Avenue. And she just, in the fall, she just had the whole house done over. New carpeting, everything just ruined. And they tried, and the kids, her grandchildren were there. And she heard it raining that night, Saturday night, I guess it was. And she thought, gee, that sounds bad. And she went and looked out and here the water was coming down the street. And so she got the kids up and they went out to get the car out of the garage, just a new car. And the water was so powerful they couldn't get the door open. So she had to carry one of the kids and wade it up to their waist down the street for about 5 blocks. And then the boats were coming down and they took them down. That must have been really weird, you know.
another thing I read about Mission Impossible.
No, it doesn't seem possible, no.
Well, what's worse, I think, is this woman describing an earthquake. That earthquake in Omaha, no, tornado. That earthquake, a tornado in Omaha, 1960-something.
76.
Was that it? She
Oh,
said
75 it was.
she had a 19-room house, and they had 10 children or something like that, and most of the children were home. They went down to the basement, and I guess they could have salvaged a lot of it, except that the rain came. You see the holes in the roof and all the glass off. The rain hadn't come, they could have probably salvaged a lot of things. And the only thing that was saved was the boys' room in the basement. And the guys looked at that room and they thought maybe it had stuck there too. That kind of way he kept his room. They went down the basement and they were saved.
There must be just really something.
That was a tornado, but I think an earthquake is what it is.
Yeah, it was a terrible tornado.
Was it?
You know, that year we went, last year when we went down south, we were Omaha in a bad storm, and we were south of it, so we didn't get into it.
Oh. Well, you're lucky, I guess some of those are pretty rough. I can't remember being afraid.
Well, I remember one storm,
I can't remember that. We never had any bad storms.
Well, we've gone down to basement. We went down south when we were kids. It got green, the sky got green and black.
Tornado alerts
Might
here
have been out on the
2 years
farm.
ago. And Alice next door was still alive. She would come over to bare feet carrying a purse.
No.
Her family had a picture, she didn't wear, didn't dress.
One time she went over the curds, I can tell her
We were
you.
gone. She didn't even
We
bother.
didn't go to the basement. I didn't go for a long time.
Oh, Eleanor said their basement was so full of water, and they couldn't go everything down there.
Yeah, but that was the flood.
Oh, it was the flood, that's what I mean.
before a tornado was.
I would be scared of a tornado, I think.
What's the difference between a tornado and a cyclone?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's what we were wondering, is the cyclone more wind than the funnel
I
cloud?
don't know, I
Yeah,
think.
the tornado has the
It's
funnel.
a tropical low is what it is.
It's what?
A tropical low,
Oh,
which
Well,
is a
that means-
cyclone, which is a cyclone.
oh,
That'd be a hurricane.
oh. But, in a cyclone, it's a terrible wind, isn't it? It's a wind that's so bad. I don't know.
Bad.
I never want to be in it anyway. Is George teaching right in Omaha?
No, Lincoln.
Lincoln, that's right. I forgot.
Oh,
He hasn't been here for a long time.
no, nothing back. I never hear Thanksgiving. How many years you stayed?
That was 64, 16 years ago.
Almost. Yeah. You come back.
Oh, yeah, is your apartment, Elizabeth?
Fine. Thank you.
How do you stop to see Paul?
Oh, did he?
Family.
How are they?
Oh, they're all fine.
Oh, that's good.
We went to see that Emma's, when Emma was gone with her sisters and brother were there.
Oh,
What does John do? Now that he's off.
Retired. Cutters around the house, works on cars.
Get you some more? You might have a little bit more than that.
no, this is fine. I'm gonna get my lettuce over here where I can cut it a little bit, I guess. This is good. I haven't had chow mein for a long time.
Once in a while.
Once in a while we have it out there, but they always had so dang much rice, you know. I don't know how they do it, but they have more rice and then it doesn't cook the way.
They have noodles?
They have noodles too.
Mm, I like
Noodles
noodles.
and rice, and I don't care for noodles very much.
No, that's
I like them once in a while. Like the little one underneath the.
That's what we do.
Mhm.
Am I the only pig?
Chow mein on top.
Mhm.
I'm the only one.
What are you eating?
More.
More?
Second Delphi.
surprises you.
I am too. Maybe I'll be sorry. I want to be different.
You do. Well, I like to be different than what I am.
Oh, I don't know.
Someday, Bunny.
Oh, someday, oh, sure.
But after work, always use a cane.
Not always. She was down at chapel this morning
You
and
know,
she
she was
didn't have.
walking out front there as you were.
Oh, maybe when she goes for a walk on the sidewalk out there. I didn't know she had a problem. She's a nice gal. I had, I had played bridge with her Tuesday night.
Hey, do you mind if I like some coffee?
No,
A duplicate game. And I got 24 and Esther and I got 23.
Oh,
So we each got 75 cents.
Well, not today.
It cost us 50 cents, so we made a quarter of the deal.
It's too late for me.
radio commentators, guest the radio national broadcast, and
But that's the closest big storage I've ever come. I usually get quite a lot more.
this Sunday at the Members.
Well, I don't know how they store it. I got so many points for making a game and stuff. I wonder if George is really serious about going out. We haven't heard.
Whether she went back out or not.
But you can't take too long to make up her mind what you're gonna do. That time goes awful fast.
3 months almost. June, July, and August, and they said she could stay longer.
Well, they don't know yet.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know whether she knows for sure. The longer you stay, the harder it is to make up your mind.
Boy, I can make up my mind fast even. 3
I
months.
you know.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, but you said they have plenty of vacancies. So.
They sure do. Lost a lot of people. And then they upped Andy. The cost about 3 times since I've been there, and Lord, that's not helping to get those apartments filled, you know. So, I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope they don't divide the cost between the rest of us on the empty. I can't move, I can't.
You got a lot of empty space out there.
Yeah, all of a sudden this year.
Well, a lot of them have died.
That's what I mean. You lose patience, but if you don't get the places filled, they're empty. And the reason not right now is people don't want to spend that much money. They thought they could get in on the rates that 3-4 years ago.
Well, they can't do that.
They certainly can't.
If they know what they were
If
there.
I don't live too long, I'll make them. That's all I
Well, they don't throw you out.
Well, I don't know. My contract, I think, I don't think they can according to my contract. But the newer contracts are different. And if you have to go to a nursing home, you pay nursing home, or in a nursing care, you pay plenty. $1,400 a month. It's an awful lot of money. For me, anyway. About $30 a day in the nursing home, but I don't quite now. Long time ago. It's gradually gone up every year. They raise it.
It's a little bit of a little card.
Little cards to show you color. Are you leaving tomorrow or
You gotta go back to work, poor guy.
Yeah. That's gonna be tough.
Looking forward to that at all.
Quite a ways.
Well, it's nice to be able to work. You wouldn't want to sit with your thumbs all that.
No, I guess not.
Nice to,
Back to the old red.
yeah. You said George was commuting all winter, isn't that something? How far is it?
From Omaha
About 100
to...
miles.
100 miles to 3 miles away
From
from
each state.
All round trip.
Every day?
About 50 miles.
50 miles one way.
Every day. Maybe 40.
That's a good hour of ride each way.
Well, about 2 hours. Now they traffic is 35 miles.
He got into the Chicago traffic. How he did.
Oh.
He loved it.
I bet that was fun.
Well, we wouldn't live there at all.
I wouldn't want to live in Los Angeles either. Any big city. That big. Chicago, Oregon.
Where's Roger?
He's in Santa Monica. He works in Los Angeles, but his home is in Santa Monica. Santa Monica is on one side of the street in Los Angeles. I mean, they're that close together. The dividing line might be one street.
Harold
Right on
lives there
the
too.
Yeah, Harold lives there now.
Santa Monica.
Yeah, but he has been sick, and I've been kind of looking after him, and he's very stubborn, and, you know, and so, Roger tried to convince him to go into nursing, and then he saw his doctor just recently, and he said that Harold is the owner, and he probably wouldn't make it in a nursing home. But, I don't know what Roger, he just lives about 10 blocks from Roger. So, said, I'm just gonna keep my eye on him and make him, he's staying in his apartment and not eating. He just, isn't because he doesn't have the money to buy food. But, Roger tells the doctor anyway. At first he thought, well, it'd be much better for him than this one. But then the doctor asked him to talk to him. For the time being, just